Sunny 99.5 on a Friday afternoon. Tom Yarbrough on the phone with Gaz Reynolds. He's got a brand new hit, and we've been playing it in this house. We're going to play in a couple of minutes here. Gaz, this is a long-distance phone call.
It certainly is, Tom. I'm calling from London in the UK.
The great thing about being a YouTuber is you get to tell stories, and today I think I've got a great story to tell you of how I sneakily sneaked into the music industry in a very, very sneaky way. So if you'd like to hear my sneaky story, then stay tuned to the latest episode of the G-Log.
Meet radio and television personality Gaz Reynolds, the founder of World Domination Records and Great Drive Driving School. Like, comment and subscribe to be part of the journey. This is Gaz Reynolds, the G-Log.
The G-Log album is now on sale worldwide. Get your copy now, available at YouTube Music, Spotify and all major outlets around the world. Links in the description below. Welcome to another exciting episode of the G-Log. Hi, I'm Gaz Reynolds at Radio Harrow Studios, and you are?
I'm Gary Walker.
And you are?
I'm Daniel Cash.
And we are?
Radio Harrow.
Exactly. Thanks for tuning in. Bye! From a very early age, I always wanted to be in the music industry. I was probably about 10 when I first started to really imagine that I might be able to release records, because I started writing songs from that early age. Strange, really. Anyway, if you want to hear my story, then stay tuned, because well, I sneaked into the music industry in a very sneaky way, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Before I start and jump into this video, please consider subscribing if you're new to the channel, and also if you do like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and leave your comments down below. Whenever I'm in the car, I love to listen to music, so I think I'll put the radio on now and see what's on.
We move into Clubland,
it's Gaz
our
Reynolds.
regular sojourn there, with UK dance artist Gaz Reynolds. Gaz has got a lot of great stuff at his website, including videos and such. This song is available at iTunes. It's called Plastic Girl.
Is there something on your dirty mind? Lipstick, cigarettes, how could I have been so blind? Your photographs I keep remind me love's not deep. I'm better off without your selfish lies. Upside down, inside out, you spin me. Upside down, inside out, you spin me. Plastic girl from a lonely world. Plastic girl from a lonely world.
Despite many attempts to get into the music industry, I didn't find it easy at all, until one day I actually decided to send my single In This House out to Howie Rosen in West Hollywood, and everything changed. The record soon hit power rotation in America and was being played every 15 minutes on every major radio station throughout the United States. I just couldn't believe my luck, and it soon started to get a lot of interest around the world. The problem was I didn't have any distribution and the record wasn't released anywhere, so I had to start back at the beginning. I soon realised it wasn't going to be easy getting a record deal, and I needed a way of selling my records. After all, they were being played on radio and I was appearing in magazines and even on television shows. So what was I to do? Well, I realised I needed to sneak into the music industry, and this is how I did it. So what I did next is I actually contacted all the UK and USA magazines and my local papers even, and told them the story of how I had succeeded in getting my record onto US radio stations, and then it went on to global radio networks, and I started to get a lot of attention. I soon realised that bullshit actually goes a very long way in the music industry. After all, it's what markets music. And what happened is I started to get onto a lot of television shows, more radio stations. I even started to get interviews on radio stations, and then I started to get lots more press all around the world. In fact, actually, some of my press stories went viral, and it was really exciting to see it all happen. As the radio and television interviews started to pour in, I started to get more interviews in magazines, and this gave me the opportunity then to set up my own record label called World Domination Records. The problem was I still didn't have distribution to distribute my records around the world, so then I came up with an even more cunning plan. I decided to approach the world's largest music distributor to see if they could help out, and luckily they did. They were so impressed with what I was doing, they offered me a worldwide distribution deal for life. This meant that my records would be released right around the world on every major outlet, from iTunes Music, Spotify to YouTube Music. What a great experience, and what a fantastic deal. To this day, I frequently appear on television and radio shows, and I've even had several documentaries made about my life, which really thrilled me, and I absolutely love being involved in those projects. With all this exciting press, I was able to then go to the world's biggest music distributor in America, and they actually gave me a distribution deal because they were really excited about what I was actually doing and all the vibe that I'd actually generated from all my sneakiness. With a worldwide distribution deal, this meant that all of my records would be released around the world, and with all the airplay that I was getting on radio, this could only mean success. Because of my initial sneakiness, this actually got me that worldwide distribution deal that I really needed, and it included YouTube Music. And that's great because now my records are being marketed right around the world, and also by YouTube Music. So that's my story about how I sneaked into the music industry. It wasn't easy at the beginning, but then I found it much easier as I started to build my story. So I was able to sort of bullshit a little bit, and I had lots of things that I could show companies, so they believed everything that I told them, and that was great. So what I'm saying, guys, is if you're a budding musician and you want to get into the music industry, it's very possible, especially now with social media. All you've got to do is build up a fan base, and then you can take that story to a few magazines, maybe even if they're online magazines. Go to a few radio stations and say, look at this fan base that I've got, and then suddenly you might find that you've got a global hit. You just don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, then please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to leave your comments down below. I hope this serves as inspiration to all you guys watching this video, that things really can be achieved. Your dreams totally can be achieved if only you put your mind to it. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.
Hi mortals, I'm Jesus. You can now purchase Gaz Reynolds Presents The G-Log, Album Volume 1 from Apple Music, Spotify, and all major outlets around the world. Includes the massive hits Electronic Kama Sutra, I Only Hear You, and Dark Lady. This is one heavenly experience you won't forget. By the way, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification button so that you can watch every episode of the G-Log religiously.
I only hear you if
Out now, Gaz Reynolds' new album, The Wedding Album, as featured on Big Review TV and Radio Harrow. Available at iTunes and all major outlets worldwide.